What's up everybody? Welcome to the Stocks channel. My name is Cory and this is going to be your daily stock market technical analysis update. We're still fully in the Santa Claus Rally and we're still expecting stock prices to continue to head higher. First up, we're going to take a look at the S&P500 SPY ETF. So let's crack open this chart and see what's going on in the stock market today. Alright, first up I'm going to unveil the special announcement. For the year 2021, I'm going to do a $1,000 account challenge. Every single trade I make, entry and exit, will be posted in the Stocks channel Discord. So if you want to follow along with the challenge live, you'll need to be a Stocks channel Discord community member. You can find out how to join the Stocks channel Discord by clicking on the link in the description of this video. I'll be posting updates on YouTube showing the progress of the account, and the goal of the $1,000 account challenge is going to be how much I can turn $1,000 to in an entire year. It should be a lot of fun and it should be a great opportunity for some of you with smaller accounts to follow along on some of my trades. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. So on the SPY ETF, we did go down negative 0.19% today, but we're still getting price action above the 5 EMA and we still have a bullish trend. My price target on the SPY ETF is still up here at $377. Support levels should be around the 5 EMA and of course this gap that we have open, which we should find support at the top of the gap at 370 and the bottom of the gap at 369. There should also be support levels at the 13 EMA and the 20 simple moving average, which is just about $1 lower at $368. So there's still a lot of support levels for the SPY ETF to bounce off of if we get any selling. And we're still in the Santa Claus Rally, so I'm still expecting to see a melt up on low volume. So by the end of the year, which is just a few more trading days, I think we will see SPY levels of $377. Next up on the Nasdaq 100 Triple Qs ETF, we did go to a brand new all-time high intraday, and we did close right on support, which is the previous all-time high from yesterday's close. So that $312 level is now acting as support, and we closed right on top of that level. So on the Nasdaq 100, I've raised my price target to $321, and while I don't think we'll get there by the end of the year, it's very possible we'll get there very early in January. Support levels on the Nasdaq 100 Triple Qs ETF are going to be this $312 level, the 5 EMA, and of course the 13 EMA, which aligns with our $308 support level. So there's still a lot of support. We're still getting bullish price action over the 5 EMA, and we still have a really strong bullish trend on the Nasdaq 100. On the Dow Jones DIA ETF, we did get a little bit of a sell-off today, going down negative 0.18%, but we're still getting price action over the 5 EMA, and we still have a bullish trend. So it looks like all three indices still have great price action and great trending, and I'm still looking for all three indices to continue to go to new all-time highs to finish out this year. Next up is the ARK ETF, and this is right on cue because I just got done saying last night that I don't think there's a lot of upside potential for the downside risk in the ARK ETFs. Sure enough, right after I said that, the ARK ETFs decided to sell off today, and I really don't see a lot of upside potential. So the risk-reward ratio on the ARK ETFs is just simply not there. You can also see on the ARK ETFs that we're getting sell-offs on larger volume. Like I said with the Santa Claus Rally, I'm expecting a melt up on low volume. But as you can tell with the ARK ETFs, they're not following that because they're not part of the indices. So I don't think the ARK ETFs are a right buy just yet. And on the ARK ETF, it's still fully likely that we come down and close this gap at $117. It's also likely that we blast right through that gap like it's not even there and continue to head lower. So while there could be dead cat bounces along the way, I'm calling all ARK ETFs a falling knife situation, and I don't suggest buying any of these just yet. They will be a buy sometime next year, but they're not quite a buy just yet. Now, as far as the price action goes, we did close above the 20 simple moving average, and we still have the benefit of a bullish trend. But like I said last night, there's just too much risk in these ETFs, and I really can't suggest you buy into these just yet. Next up is the VIX, which is our fear indicator, and we did see the VIX go up over 6% today. Now that's completely normal when the market does have some selling, and we did see the S&P 500 close lower for the day. Now the VIX is still below our resistance level at 24.8, and we still have somewhat of a neutral trend going on because we're going absolutely nowhere and we're just kind of trading sideways. So right now we do need to respect the VIX, and we do need to acknowledge that it went up over 6% today, but it's still just a warning sign and nothing to freak out over. It's still below the 50 EMA, it's still below resistance, and we still have somewhat of a neutral / downward trend because that 50 EMA is still negative sloping. So watch the VIX. If it does start to close above 24.8, we'll need to pay closer attention to it. But as long as it's below resistance and it's in this sort of neutral to bearish trend, there's really nothing to worry about. Next up is the US dollar, and we see the US dollar closing below the 5 EMA yet again and still in a very strong bearish trend. Like I said last night, the dollar continues to trend downward, and any sort of strength in the dollar is quickly reversed because the trend just continues to push the price lower. There is a support level on the dollar down here at $89, and we still got quite a ways to go before we get down there. So a weak dollar should be a strong stock market, which aligns with my theory that the stock market is going to continue to go higher to new all-time highs. Next up is gold, and we still see gold hanging around that 5 EMA, but it's still looking bullish and it's still getting bullish price action. The trend is still bullish, and it is starting to pick up some momentum because we can see that that 13 EMA is starting to cross above the 50 EMA soon. The 20 simple moving average is positive sloping, and it's going to be the next moving average to cross above the 50 EMA. So while gold is a slow mover, it's still looking like it has bullish momentum and bullish price action. So my price target on gold remains up here at $19.30. On silver, we see a lot more bullish trending going on, and we also have bullish price action closing over the 5 EMA. So I'm looking for silver to break through resistance at $26.57 and come all the way up here to my price target at $29. So I'm bullish on gold and I'm bullish on silver, and as you can tell, silver is a lot more explosive lately. Next up is Bitcoin, and we still see Bitcoin with bullish price action and bullish trending, so it's very likely going to come back up to my price target at $28,200. If we can break above that, my next price target is up here at $32,000. So as long as Bitcoin can stay over that 5 EMA and maintain this bullish trend, it's just going to continue to march higher and higher. Remember, on Bitcoin, I'm long-term bullish for 2021, but I don't suggest chasing it. So try to buy Bitcoin on the down days and don't try to chase it at new all-time highs. Next up is Amazon stock, and we see Amazon getting rejected right at resistance today, right around that 33.23 level. So this level is resistance, and if Amazon can break above that, it's likely heading to 34.42. So this stock is looking really bullish with the price action well above the 5 EMA and all of these moving averages now stacked to the bull side. So I'm very bullish on Amazon, and I'm going to go ahead and call Amazon a buy the dip stock. As long as this stock has a strong bullish trend, you want to buy into the weakness and you want to ride this stock higher. Next up is Apple stock, and ever since Apple hit my price target at $136, I really can't suggest buying the stock at these highs. It really should be cooling off and correcting or going sideways while it consolidates some of its newfound gains. There still is a Fibonacci extension level up here at $141, but it's not likely Apple is just going to continue to head higher towards that level. Apple's getting a little overbought, and it just needs to cool off and consolidate before it continues to head higher. Remember, Apple is that market moving stock, so I'm not expecting a huge sell off by any means. I'm just not expecting to see it to continue to rip higher like it has been recently. On the financial sector, we're still closing over the 5 EMA and we still have a bullish trend. On the industrial sector, the price action is not looking great, closing below the moving averages, but we're still over the 50 EMA and we still have the benefit of a long-term bullish trend. So it's not too late for the bulls to fix this chart. We just need some price action closing back over the 20 simple moving average, and we need to get some bullish trending. On the healthcare sector, the price action is closing over all of the moving averages, and we still have the benefit of bullish trending. So going back to the S&P 500, you can see that we still have bullish price action and bullish trending mostly across the board. We still have the benefit of a weak dollar, which should be a strong stock market. And while the VIX is elevated right now, it's completely normal to see the VIX go up a little bit while we reach new all-time highs. We're still in a relatively low fear environment, and we're still in the Santa Claus Rally where we can continue to melt up on low volume. So I'm still bullish on the stock market, and I still think the S&P 500 is likely to hit my price target at 377 to end the year. So remember, if you're looking for a disciplined, profitable trading community, there's the Stocks Channel Discord, which you can find out how to join by clicking on the link in the description of this video. I'm really excited about the $1,000 account challenge, and I will be starting that challenge next week on Monday. But we're just getting started here because we still got to talk about some hot stocks. Alright, our first hot stock of the night is of course going to be Tesla stock, and we still see Tesla stock closing over that 5 EMA with a bullish trend. So our price target we're looking for on Tesla is to get back up to the $690 price target. If we can break and close above $690, we're likely going to head up to the next price target at $745. Remember, there's still a lot of risk in Tesla stock, and I do have it finishing a fifth wave, which means we are going into a bear market on Tesla in the near future. That doesn't mean Tesla can't go higher, so watch the price action and watch the trend. We would need to start breaking and closing below 647 to get bearish on this chart, and we would need that 5 EMA to start crossing below the 13 EMA. So overall, we still got bullish price action and bullish trending, which means we're likely going to continue to head higher on Tesla. So watch $690, and if we can break and close above that, we're likely heading to $745. Next up is NEO stock, and it was a wild ride today. If you were watching NEO stock intraday, you saw that we went all the way down to the bottom of my channel, and we did test that support level at 42.40, and we did get a really nice bounce, which showed that that support level is still really strong, and we did break out of this resistance trend line on the 1 hour chart, and it looks like we're ready to head higher to go back up to $48. So going back to the daily chart, we're still in this sort of consolidation wedge triangle pattern, and we need to break out of $48 to start heading up to my price target at 52. I'm still bullish on NEO, and I still think that this was just a correction to this impulsive move that we had from the lows. So overall, that was a great test of support, and it passed the test because we saw NEO going up over 4.7% today. So NEO is still looking really good, and we are going into NEO day. Right around January 9th, we should see a huge sell the news moment. So I want to ride NEO stock into my price targets right around $52. Maybe we go higher, maybe we don't, but we want to go ahead and take some profits before NEO day because that could be a huge sell the news day. So watch these resistance levels at $48 and look for taking profits at my price target at $52. Next up is Pltr stock, and we still see Pltr stock taking a Pltr because it's taking another dump today, going down negative 3.78%. The bad thing about Pltr stock is we did close below support at $25, which means we're likely heading to the next support level at $21. Now, $21 should be a strong support level because we did find support there before, and the 50 EMA is also starting to come up into that area. So we could be finding support for Pltr soon, but right now I still can't label this stock as a buy until we finally find a bottom. It's a falling knife situation, and you don't want to try to catch a falling knife because you're going to get cut. Wait for this stock, be patient, and you will be rewarded in the long term. Next up is a brand new hot stock, and it's called TDOC, aka TDOC Health, and we do have some very solid support levels on TDOC, and we are getting confirmation bouncing. So if you're on the Stocks Channel Discord, this isn't the first time we've talked about this stock, but this is definitely the second time we're talking about it because we're ready for another trade. Ever since we had this nice impulsive move, we're starting to get this corrective move, and we did bounce off support and close over the 20 simple moving average today. So I'm looking for TDOC to start heading higher towards my price target up here at $230. We do have the benefit of a bullish trend, and we are getting some relatively bullish price action closes over that 20 simple moving average. So TDOC is one of those brand new hot stocks that I'm trying to give you all on the ground level. So this stock has a lot of upside, and it could become a runner very soon. So I'm looking for TDOC to start bouncing off these levels and start heading up to $230 for our next price target very soon. Our next hot stock of the night is a brand new hot stock as well, and it's Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. And I did have Alibaba as a hot stock buy for the Discord community at $216. And as you can tell today, we closed way up here at $236. So we're already up really big on this hot stock, but there's still a lot of upside potential. So my price target on Alibaba is to close this gap up here at $255. So Alibaba is a brand new hot stock, and I still fully expect Alibaba to continue to climb higher and higher from these lows. Next up is Boeing stock, and we saw Boeing stock pretty much go nowhere today, but we did get some relatively decent intraday price action. You can see that Boeing stock is finally starting to put in a bottom, and we're starting to really hold support right around that $216 level. So it looks like Boeing is ready to start heading higher off of this support level very soon, and my price target on Boeing remains up here at $260. Boeing will become a high-flying stock once more, and it should be coming up very soon. So remember, if you want more hot stocks and you want to get in on the ground level, consider joining the Stocks Channel Discord community. You can find out how to join by clicking on the link in the description of this video. I hope you're all crushing this market and making a lot of profits, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.